so much for coming to my new model debut. I have missed you guys so much. It's been a whole year since I last saw you, I believe. I have been working really hard preparing some new stuff for when I finally see you guys again. I've been working all year on this new model presentation. I am ready to show you my true form. You might want to cover your eyes if you're not ready for my angelic beauty. How are you guys? How has your long year without me been? I hope it hasn't been too tough on you guys. For me, it's always hell being in the closet, but I am enjoying the fresh air today. I hope you guys are ready to see my biblically accurate, final, ultimate form. Well, I hope you guys won't be afraid of it. I know it can be a bit uncomfortable for some people to look at, but I'm afraid this is what angels look like. Alright guys, I hope you're ready. I'm so nervous. Sorry, I never showed this side of me to anyone else actually. This is my first time ever showing it. I'm a bit embarrassed about this form, but I hope you guys like it. Ta-da! Do you guys like my eyes? I think it's very beautiful. This model cost me a lot of money, so I hope you guys like it. I think you can really tell from the quality of the rig and the art that this is a very high-end model. I don't know what I was expecting, but this was not it. What do you mean you don't like it? But look at all the detail. Look at the intricate brushwork and the detailed rig. Look at the quality of the rig and the eyes. Look at the eyes. Like the computer's fan is going crazy from rendering all these physics. Your eyes look incredible. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear it. I was definitely the most self-conscious about the eyes. I was like, I don't know, will they like the eyes? I hope you guys will accept me even though I have like, I don't know, 15 eyes or something. I haven't actually counted them. Called it? Pay up? What are you talking about? I don't have any money. I have a whole presentation about that coming up later. This is the full body model. No, we don't do that here. I couldn't afford that. That's too expensive, guys. This model already cost me so much money. You have no idea. It was made, by the way, the art and rig were made by the famous Lucinda Gray. She's a very talented artist, and this took her many months of blood, sweat, and tears. So if Lera is pink and you're blue, would your hypothetical love child be purple? Let's not talk about that right now. Excuse me, what? You are excused. I know not everybody here has been at my debut stream originally, so I thought that the new model would be a good opportunity to have another presentation where I talk about myself a bit more, since I know it's been a long time since I introduced myself properly to you guys. I'm just gonna switch screens to my presentation screen, if that is alright with you guys. Oh, okay, well maybe don't look at my wallpaper. Hold up. Where's my presentation? Oh my god. Okay, there is my presentation, guys. Welcome to my presentation about why you should invest in my church. Please don't show this to Lera. We have separate Windows profiles. She doesn't know about my wallpaper. I got it commissioned. Please don't tell her about this. Caught in 4K? No, please. Just gonna take away my computer rights. I only get to use the computer so much. Please, guys, please don't tell her. My lifestyle is already so limited. She put this thing called parental control on my browser. You know how hard it is to read Lera areL fanfiction with that thing on? Lera has taught me how to use Canva, but I didn't have that much time, so I kinda just took a template of a random business presentation. So I don't really know what any of this means. I kinda just used the pages from the business presentation and edited them a little bit. But first, a little bit about me. I am areL, as you may have already guessed, and I am a sweet angel from heaven. So unlike Lera, who is a devil from hell, I am an angel from heaven. My main job is that I run a religious organization called the Goose Church, and we are totally legit. And as a side thing, I also manage a charity that builds orphanages for spiders, but we are currently on break due to lack of funding, unfortunately. If you have been to some of my previous streams, I actually had a whole stream that was dedicated to to the Spider Orphanage, where I actually gave everybody a tour to prove that it's 100% real. So if you are interested in more information about the Spider Orphanage and how it operates, it's all there. Today I'm only gonna go over our financial problems. A little bit more about me. As I already said, I work as a CEO of the Goose Church, and my relationship status is I'm in a situationship with satanic Lera. It's kind of a sensitive subject, don't ask me too much about it. I really like coffee, geese, and Phoenix Wright is my favorite Ace Attorney character. And my favorite video games are Metal Gear, League of Legends, Minecraft, and Dark Souls. Those are some of the best games ever made. I really enjoy playing them. Again, I don't get that much time on the computer, so I'm not very good at a lot of these games, but when I do get the chance, I like to wind down and play these most relaxing games ever made. My hobbies are praying and sitting in the closet, but I'm open for more hobbies. So if anybody has hobby suggestions that can be done in complete darkness with air shortage, please let me know. And my Ashi marks are a goose emoji and an eye emoji. Kojima is a master of storytelling. I agree. These games are incredible. My favorite part is how long the cutscenes are. Really helps me just sit down and relax. Do you sip coffee while watching Metal Gear cutscenes? Of course, I'm sipping some coffee right now. Delicious. I love coffee, especially at 9:30 p.m. So here are some of the benefits of my new form. I understand that maybe some of you guys might miss the old form, but rest assured, this form is better in every way, and here are some of the reasons why. Bigger wings means better aerodynamics. When you really think about it, according to all known laws of aviation, the previous areL would not be able to fly because her wings are so small. So honestly, this is much better. More eyes means that I can watch after my Goose Church followers much better, so I can now keep an eye on all of you and look in all those different directions. It's also not just a Lera-y color. I am completely different from Lera now. And this makes Yuri more ethical, probably. I'm not pretty sure about the details, but I think it does. Who would win a fight, old areL or new areL? Definitely new areL. I mean, my wings are so big I can just smack her with them. Not that I would. I still love the old me, and I'm sure she's enjoying her time in heaven. I also am wearing smart CEO appropriate attire. If you guys haven't noticed, I got a very professional blouse and a pencil skirt. I think I am definitely dressed for success. And of course, blue skin. I think it looks pretty nice and it acts as a counterpart towards Lera's pink skin. And of course, this model is an excellent tax write-off. And we all love tax write-off, right? areL is a smurf? Sometimes in League of Legends I am, yes. So what's new with the Goose Church since, just a bit of an update, you know, what's been happening. Number one is restoration has been finished after a tragic fire that took many lives. Let's have a moment of silence, please. Okay, so the arsonist is still at large actually, they never caught them. Witnesses report that he's around 1 foot tall, yellow, and duck friend shaped, but we are not sure as to who it is. areL is yaoi ethical by the scriptures? I need your wisdom? Of course! In fact, sometimes I commission Lera x areL gender bent yaoi as well. She has not been a big fan of it, but you know. It's my life, Lera, okay? I do what I want. Anyways, we now have a Cracker Barrel inside the church, so feel free to stop by after Sunday service. It's open 24 hours actually, so we're just trying to bring in some extra revenue for the church to help our really dire financial situation. It's not good, so this implies Lera hates Cracker Barrel. I guess she does. She never tried it though. I keep telling her but she should stop by and try it, and she keeps saying that she would rather eat garbage. Now we have a brand new 24/7 confessions call line. Please be nice to our intern. I'm afraid they might sue us for emotional damages. Maybe don't confess anything, that's a bit much, guys, okay? I'm gonna have to raise their salary, I think, and we really can't afford that. So if any of you could call them up and tell them they're doing a good job, and that's it, that would be amazing. And also, lastly, the church space can now be booked for private events, but no frat parties, please. Due to some previous accidents, we would rather not host that. Basically, anything else is fine, guys. Baptism, weddings, graduation ceremonies, Vtuber graduation ceremonies, concerts, jazz brunches, just about anything that you can think of. Anime conventions, honestly, we can host anime conventions there too. It's a pretty small space, but we can try. Just give us a call and we will pencil pencil you in. For the first month, we have a small discount. So instead of 1,000 per hour to rent the space, it's gonna be only 500 per hour, which is a big discount. So if I were you, I would book as soon as possible. Can the Cracker Barrel cater my funeral? I'm sure we can figure it out if you pay up front before you die. So here's a problem statement. Another slide I stole from a business presentation template, but I'm not entirely sure what it means, but I think I kind of understand. So these are all of our financial problems, guys. The first problem is we spent $8,000 on commissioning Lucinda Gray for my new model, which I personally think was totally worth it. Till next year, money well spent. I think so too, and once again, it's a very good tax write-off. Sadly, it was basically like all of our money. Yeah, but the model really, you can tell from the quality of the model that it absolutely was worth it. It was worth every penny. I think it looks absolutely incredible. Look, everything about it is just very good, and the googly eye physics are obviously incredibly intensive on the GPU. Luckily, I don't have to pay rent because the church was actually an abandoned building originally that we just restored, so nobody really owned it. Or at least the owner hasn't showed up, so we're just kind of squatting, I guess. Okay, our second problem is that we can't maintain or build new spider orphanages due to broke. So the spider children are forced to work at the Cracker Barrel. I would really like if they could still get to have a childhood, guys. So if you care at all about children being allowed to just be children, please help us out because it's not very nice for them to work this minimal wage job. The children run the restaurant. We have nobody else. We can't afford to have other workers. And our third and final problem is that nobody tips at the Cracker Barrel. Something about the spiders being in the food and the kitchen and the air. But honestly, they're all wrong because the spiders, they wash all their 8 legs before they touch any of the food, okay? You know how many of them drowned in the sink? We lost so many lives. They risk their lives to wash all of their little feet, but for some reason nobody appreciates us, and the Google reviews are devastating. Definitely don't look at the photos people post. Unethical ratatouille. It's very ethical. It's all ethical. We're doing our best. I think the world is being too harsh on them, and I really wish they could just get to enjoy their childhood, but I can't really afford it right now. Are there any jumping spiders on payroll? Yeah, they usually do the waiting since they're very fast. Here's how we will use your valuable investments into our church. Look at this pie chart. It's very detailed. So first of all, we're going to pay Lucinda Gray the remaining $6,000 because actually the $8,000 was just a down payment. And then second priority is to pay the Goose Mafia so that they can protect us from the Dax Syndicate, which has been tormenting us. And I think it's always good to be under protection of a totally not criminal group because then our business will be safe and it's better for everyone, you know? Please donate to the Goose Church. We really need your money to build more spider orphanages maybe. But you know, ever since they started working at the Cracker Barrel, I've been kind of rethinking the whole spider orphanage thing because honestly, in the current economy and the way of how bad the job market is, maybe it is better if we just give them jobs straight away. I mean, think about it. By the time they're done with college, every single employer will expect them to, for some reason, already have 5 years of experience. And what better experience than working such a high demanding job as a service job? I think, honestly, that the orphanages are not really top priority right now. I am preparing them for the real world, I'm getting them socialized, and I'm giving them valuable work experience. Honestly, I'm doing these kids a favor. And lastly, I would like to use any excess funds we have to hire an Eminem impersonator to perform at our Sunday Mass. Or like, you know, any kind of service that we are doing. It would be really great if we could make it in time for Easter for the Eminem impersonator to perform. I'm saying impersonator because I don't think we can ever afford to hire the real guy, but the impersonator would be great too, don't you guys think? And we'll make sure it's a good impersonator so he's just as good as the real guy. Probably will have less of an ego as well. We should aim to hire the real Eminem. I think so too. I think that is something that we could definitely look into in the future, but I think we have other priorities at the moment, like making sure that the church is running smoothly. So for now, the impersonator I think will definitely do just fine. I think it would also be great to get Hatsune Miku in there, but she's even more expensive than a real Eminem. Can you guys believe it? Costs a lot to get Miku on stage. How about Teto? She's a little more on budget? I don't know, maybe. To make sure that you guys know that we are 100% a legit and transparent company, here's some information about our team. So obviously I'm the CEO, and Goose Fiend, my friend here, is the CTO, whatever that is. And then we've got David, or just Dave. He is the Cracker Barrel manager. So he takes care of all the logistics and manages like all the spiders that work there. He's kind of the backbone of the community. And then we've got Chris, who is a random DILF I hired to make Lera jealous. It's not really working out so far, but I think once she sees how well we get along, that's when she's gonna be like, ooh, what's he doing talking to my girl? Either that or she's gonna fall for Chris. I actually haven't really thought about that. She kinda does like older guys. Guys, do you think I made a mistake? Oh no. Anyways, Chris kinda just helps out. He does a bit of everything. Chris is kinda dreamy. Oh no, Chris, you're too handsome. I should have hired a less handsome guy. How tall is David? He's about 5 feet tall. Why do you ask? I believe that is all about my presentation. Thank you guys so much for all of your generous donations to the Goose Church. But you know, we do accept donations basically all day today. And then after that, don't bother because I think Lera's gonna start pocketing the money. Lera has actually given me a bit of an advice on how I can keep my streams more interesting and engaging for you guys. Since she's like, oh, areL, you always show up and then you like present something for 20 minutes and then you kind of just don't really do anything else. You should spice things up. Maybe you should do some gameplay. I decided that maybe that's a good idea. So I would like to maybe try and play a game for the first time on stream, guys. Maybe this is the beginning of my gamer Vtuber era. I'm going to play my favorite game today, which is The Last of That was a reflex because normally, if I don't say that my favorite game is The Last of Us, Lera presses a button that administers an electric shock. Sorry, I've got a bit of a hard time admitting what my real favorite game is, and that is Dark Souls. I have prepared some Dark Souls for us to play. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've actually been practicing and getting better at Dark Souls. Anyways, so here is my Dark Souls gameplay. I hope you guys can see the game. Here you can see all of my amazing techniques at fighting. I'm really good at evading hits and all of that stuff. So yeah, you're blocking the game. Watch with your heart, not with your eyes. Ooh, they're throwing fire bombs at me, but that's okay. I'm a professional. I'm just gonna go until I die, guys. As soon as I die, I think that means that I suck at the game. I'm trying to do a permadeath run, so this is kind of where I'm at right now. These guys are really good. They might be better than me at this game. It's just a multiplayer game, right? Those are real people attacking me. Maybe I gotta get better, huh? These guys have so many more hours than me in this game. This might be the end. I still have one more heal though. Hold up. I don't know what like the blood stains mean. I don't know what the weird ghosts that walk around me and I might die, guys. No, please. I have so much to live for. No! Oh, I'm dead, guys. Anyways, that's enough Dark Souls for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. One of your eyes fell off and they glued it back on. These are not glued on eyes. Those are real eyes, guys. Why are you being so mean to me? You're so cracked at Dark Souls? I'm high-key jealous. What does cracked mean? Is that a good thing? Like, I don't know any slang. I don't spend enough time on the internet. I'm only allowed so many hours a day and I spend them all on fan fiction. Being cracked at something means you're as good as the Cracker Barrel. Ah, okay. Thank you so much for telling me. I really appreciate it.